Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to our Sunday online service. I am Rita with Sunday Meditate, and we are a Maryland-based education nonprofit, a 501c3, and I appreciate you for your time and tuning in. If you're here watching the replay, please type replay. And we offer mindfulness and meditation programs in the state of Maryland in partnerships with other organizations and nonprofits. And now we gather weekly here online on an online service here on Facebook, as well as our fan page and our group, which are tagged in this video. So if you would click where it says Sunday Meditate and follow us, that would be wonderful. We really appreciate your help. We come here every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And so thank you. We are here really to gather a community that is inclusive, compassionate, and unconditionally loving, and with universal spirituality. And so we believe love is a universal spirituality. And so we also believe that everyone deserves a place to call home. And so I know you've probably heard the saying before that home is in our heart. And so if that is true, then we can, still be together in this universal love, this universal spirituality, despite our distance, despite the distance between us, despite that we might not be living in the same place, in the same building. So what have we been doing? Well, we've been here talking about self-love, unconditional love. We have shared a book called The Mastery of Love, and so we have recommended that you read that book. The last video, if you scroll down, the last video from last week covers 8 universal lessons on love from that book, The Mastery of Love, written by Don Miguel Ruiz. So if you have not heard of that book, take a look. It's on Amazon. You can get it, and we hope that you will let us know how it goes, and if you find any benefits in reading that book. Or if you don't like to read and you just want a quick recap, go to the video from last Sunday and you can have that. So today's theme is Mindful Minute of Universal Love. And so this means taking just 1 minute to reconnect with ourselves, with the deepest part of who we are. There is a space within us of calm, of compassion, of universal love. And this is what we're here to meet with today. Hello, thank you for popping on. If you're here live, I see some people tuning in. Thank you. So in this space within us, where we go when we meditate, we transcend all boundaries. And so that means race, religion, gender, culture, beliefs, perspectives, personalities. We transcend all of this, and we are able to, within just a few moments, go to a deeper state within us, within our hearts, within our minds, and we are then able to radiate that out. And so it's not something we keep for ourselves. When we practice universal love and when we practice self-love, it is something that we are doing to help not only ourselves but our community and those around us. So it's something also that we want to really recognize that love isn't always something, that we go and seek outside of ourselves and that we find somewhere or in someone. It is definitely something that we can remember, that is within us. And so if this resonates with you, and if you know that someone will like this video and you want to help them, please share this with them. You can share it in private message, or you can share it in a group. If you have a group, please let everyone know that we're here. So when we think of meditation, most of the time what we imagine is sitting in hours of silence and just sitting for a long time. But the truth is, even just 1 mindful minute can really begin to change the entire day when we start out that way. And when we start out with the deepest center in our heart of who we really are. The heart is the center of connection and healing and enlightenment. And when we go there, and we take that moment to breathe, to feel love, to love ourselves, to send love out, our nervous system finds a calmness, and we find an upliftment in energy and positivity. We radiate peace, that we can feel, others can actually feel this, and it's not always explainable, but sometimes you can talk about like the energy in a room. So anyways, what I'm here today to do is to guide you through a very short, simple minute meditation. And this is something that you can return to over and over again anytime this week. You can come here, or you can just repeat it at home after you watch this video. It's super simple. Hi, Elijah. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing this to our fan page and our group. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Elijah is joining us all the way from Africa, and we really appreciate his time and energy here, devoted to Sunday Meditate to help us get the message of universal love out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be present in a moment right now, and I'm going to just show you an example of how easy this is and what you can do in your own home, in your own space, okay? So go ahead and sit comfortably. You're going to take some breaths. We're just going to take time to breathe, to relax. You can close your eyes if that feels safe for you where you are. You want to close your eyes and just relax. We want to allow ourselves, we want to give ourselves that gift of calm, of relaxation. As you breathe in and out, I want you to allow yourself to rest. Allow your whole body to find rest. Rest your shoulders. Let your arms fall down. Let your feet hit the ground. Calm, and you're just breathing. You're relaxing. You're letting your jaw relax more. You're noticing how you feel. You might hear some sounds. You can just continue to listen and continue to go with where you're at in this one moment. Breathing. Returning to your home within. Returning to that universal space within your heart and mind where love lives. You can feel your heartbeat. Maybe put your hand on your heart and feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. This is the rhythm that connects us to all things. All things in the universe, all things in the world, all things of God, of creation. Your heartbeat does that. It's as simple as that. And so feel your heart within you beating to the rhythm of all there is. And with each breath that you take, imagine a glowing light within your heart, a gold glowing light. And with each breath you take, imagine that light getting bigger and expanding and getting bigger until it reaches the whole room you're in. And then it will reach out into your space, into your neighborhood, into your community. We're going to send this love out as we reconnect with ourselves within, okay? This is light within us. This love, this presence that we feel when we calm and allow ourselves to reconnect within, this is the light of universal love. And this is what can shine within us and also outside of us. There's nothing we need to gain or have or do. We can simply sit with ourselves in a mindful meditation minute each day. And I challenge you to do this in the mornings. After you get ready for your day and before you go to work or before you go to school, whatever it is you do with your time, I want you to take a mindful minute and silently breathe within yourself. And you can even repeat some mantras. Here's a few that are universal. You can say, I am universal love. I am made of love. I share this love with all beings. And so these are mantras we can repeat silently or out loud. And so we're going to allow that light within us and that universal love to keep expanding. Okay, we're going to imagine ourselves in the field of love. You know, we imagine a field of sunflowers, but now we're going to imagine a field of love, and we're giving and receiving effortlessly. And we're going to do this each morning, and then we're going to come back here and let me know how you are. Let me know how this works for you. If this gives you some calm, if this gives you any peace, I want you to notice how you feel before you do the mindful minute and then after the mindful minute. And journal, maybe just make a little note of the differences, if there are any differences. I love to do this. I love to just share simple ways that we can reconnect with ourselves, that we can find healing. And so we do this in classes and programs with different organizations. And so I want to invite you to our website, sundaymeditate.org. And so you can see what events we will be at next. And let us know. Let us know if you want to participate. Let us know if you want to get involved. Thank you for taking this mindful minute. Hi, Chastity. Hi, Raquel. Love you. Hi, Kayla. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in live and finding some peace and love within. If you're here catching the end, go ahead and start over at the beginning. And we can repeat this mindful minute as many times as we need, as many times as, our heart and mind is calling out for peace. That's the sign that we can go within. And we can find peace within us, right? I love you, and I'm grateful for all of you. And if you find this helpful, please share this with someone you know. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday again. Please tune in for another mindful meditation, and we're going to do something a little bit different. And I'll continue to show examples of ways that you can find healing and enlightenment where you are, no matter where you are. And thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.